Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Card Advantage. I'm Step.
I'm Tams.
I am Garrett.
Garrett is joining us again here. We are here to learn how to draft on MTGO, and you can learn along with us. Just going to hop into this queue right before it fires. And
Hey, we made it.
there we go.
And we're good.
We're in.
That was fast.
So, Jalira. I'm assuming, right?
Master of Diversion.
Master of Diversions for a third time.
No.
Grind Clock.
Grind
I'm
Clock.
not taking that.
Man, we should do it.
Boo.
What? Really?
I feel like if there's ever a time to take Grind Clock, it's pack one, pick one. And you can just build a super slow... Like, have you seen Grind Clock played? Because
yes,
I have,
actually.
and it can be really sweet.
Okay.
Like, it can just... I don't... Let me look at the rest of the pack. Don't just, like, snap pick it. But
Unmaking
I don't
Graves.
think it's worth ignoring completely. Like, it's not a terrible garbage rare that can't be played.
The Tinker and
No, you're right.
Quickling are the
Especially
only-
if it's in
And, like,
this set.
This isn't an exciting pack. Like, what would you rather take? The Kite Fins is probably the next
I'd
best
take the
card.
Quickling over the Kite Fins.
What does Kite Fins do?
Whenever it or another creature enters the
Man, that's really
battlefield.
good.
Yeah.
When you go off
just
on Kite
expensive.
Fins, like, it's crazy.
Okay, but you have to get to 6 mana first
True.
in blue.
That's true.
And then what are you casting?
Like, Quickling isn't exciting either.
No, you're right.
Like,
No.
nothing in this pack is terribly exciting. So
I'd
I
like
think,
the Tinkerer and run with it,
yeah,
basically.
we can pick up more. And we've already got a Grind Clock then to make our Tinkerers fly.
Fair enough.
I want to see Grind. I've never played with it. I've played against it, and I've
And
seen
I've
other
always
people
won.
play it. What, playing against it?
Yeah.
I've lost to it.
All right.
And I've seen other people lose to it.
Okay.
It can win games.
Interesting.
We just need to build the right deck.
All right. So, in this pack, we've got an Ancient Silverback, which could block forever
Sort
if
of.
we want the deck. If we want the round to go long.
I kind of want to go like Pillar of Light because it's removal.
It is.
I feel like that's the kind of deck we want to build. Is like things that block really well, removal. You know, maybe some draw if we find the right colors, and
Well, this will be an adventure.
Sure is.
like, again, there isn't a lot in this pack. Ancient Silverback's probably the pick, if not Pillar of Light.
I just think that we're going to get a Pillar of Light and Ancient Silverback
Yeah, but
as an uncommon.
we might be okay having a bunch of Pillar of Light. Like that's the thing.
Also, there's a Meteorite.
Yeah, not terribly exciting.
It is a 3-drop, but it's toughness 4 or greater, and there's not that much of that.
It's true.
Well, looks like that's what we're picking anyway.
I'm okay with it. It's not a bad card. I've
This is
played
gonna
it,
be
and
interesting.
it does kill things that matter.
Some nice white in here.
My eye goes directly to Raise the Alarm, Caustic Tar, and Pridemate.
Why Pride Mate?
I don't know. Make the game go long if you're gaining life, and then you have a huge blocker.
I look at
Wow,
Raise the
a
Alarm and
huge
then
attacker.
charge.
Yeah, I'm thinking Raise the Alarm's probably the pick.
Yeah, Might
What,
be.
you thinking Gargoyle Sentinel?
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's a really good blocker.
If you're gonna go wacky, go wacky.
It is a really good blocker.
Go for it.
Alright.
Like,
It is an uncommon.
The thing about Raise the Alarm, like, it's hard to kill a lot of things with it. Like,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
you might
easy
get
to
two
block
ch-
for.
Okay, but they're chump blockers. Like that doesn't last forever. That's, that's one
Yeah.
turn or whatever. Like it's.
2 turns. Off one
Whereas
card.
Gargoyle Sentinel kills a lot of things, and holds off a lot of early aggressive things.
Yeah.
What have we got?
We have possibly a Heliod's Pilgrim. Whoever gets that.
We're basically
waste knot
not
should
in
also
colors
get
yet,
the
is the
Mind
thing,
Rat.
like-
Yeah, we're not. This
Any
isn't
good card that comes up. But there's not a whole lot going on here.
Titanic Growth.
Venom Sliver? 1/1 Death Toucher?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
it's not bad.
Like, again, it's kind of
Brawler's Plate.
go long, trade for things, make the game go as long as possible.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Invasive Species isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's not great, but
not
it's
great.
not bad.
I like the Sliver. It killed the thing. Hopefully.
It's definitely going to be an interesting game.
Oh yeah, this deck might just be horrible. But, like, again, I'm trying to build around Grind Clock, because if you can get the right deck for it, like
Sure, if
most
we get
people
it
can't
out.
deal with a grind clock. Well, yeah,
If
but
we get
that's-
it out before turn 10.
well, that's true. So we mulligan aggressively into grind clock.
Seems bad, Garrett.
Seems horrible. I know.
Fair enough.
What's this pack have? Crippling Blight?
Crippling Blight, maybe the Skirmisher. Is it too late to take this Paragon and run?
Yeah. Why? And just like forget all the cards we've drafted and build them on a red deck?
Exactly. Crippling Blight. Yeah.
It's kind of pseudo removal, slows down our opponent.
I mean, if we're going to
5
get
seconds.
a lot of removal, I wouldn't mind an Eternal Thirst
Yeah.
later than this, but
Yeah, I mean, it could easily wheel.
yeah, I imagine it would. There, Boonweaver Giant.
No.
How
How about Sign in Blood?
Yeah, Sign in Blood's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
we
the
should have taken that
Scrapyard
waste knot and
removal.
just picked up all the mind rots. Made that deck happen too. Just play all of the bad cards that nobody wants to play.
We still can.
How could we lose? Well, we probably won't get the waste knot. Maybe.
We might.
Yeah, that's true. It's not a highly respected draftable card.
Well, it's not.
No.
Is the thing.
No.
Like I have my doubts of
But-
it in constructed.
But if you were
even.
playing it with like 6 mind rots or something, like you're gonna get some value off it.
Yeah, but are you going to be alive that long?
Probably not. It's a fair point. Who likes to be alive in Magic?
I do, Garrett. Called me old-fashioned. Hey, Tyrant's Machine. How about that?
No. Too slow.
Too slow. Too
So
slow
what-
for the grind clock.
So we're
deck.
basically in maybe green, maybe black, and maybe white.
Yeah. Meditation puzzle.
No.
It can.
Maybe it's just the
convoke.
Moss Beast. It's a creature.
Oh, you passed on the
Yeah, I know.
silverback, but you want a moss.
But there was a better card in them, or at least another pickable
I
card.
honestly think that the Tyrant's Machine is pickable for the deck that you want to build.
Eh.
And
Maybe.
this is double
We'll
green.
get more. Tyrant's Machines are really easy to pick up.
Yeah, fair enough. Shaman of Spring. That's actually a good card.
Yeah, go for it. I agree the Moss Beast isn't great, but
The Moss Beast isn't bad. It's just that the Ancient Silverback is better.
usually.
4/5 for 6. It's not bad.
Yeah, and you can make it bigger.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
If like the board is completely stalled, you can just like, okay, keep pumping mana in every turn.
What do you think of this,
It's
this
unlikely.
pile, Tams?
Go with it.
Are you sure?
I've been trying to throw my opinion in, and you guys keep talking over me, so I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, nope, you guys are on your own.
You should be louder because we're doing a really bad job, especially me.
Hey, look, Plummet.
Sideboard plummet.
It's too bad Unmake doesn't hit the opponent's graveyard. somehow get their creatures after we grind clock them.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, all these cards are pretty unexciting.
Plummet's
take
at least
Evolving Wilds,
playable.
play 3 colors. 3 color grind clock.
Uh,
Why not?
Another Sign in Blood. Hey, if we're grinding their stuff, we could play a Scavenger.
Is that all graveyards? Yeah.
All graveyards.
Yeah, that's true. Take a Scavenger. We're gonna want some creatures, because you're right, grind clock isn't gonna happen every time at all. We're gonna want some things to actually play Magic with.
Yeah. Speak up, Tams. This is looking terrible. Maybe.
What does it do? Prevent all... yeah.
Non-green creature.
Maybe just the Nimbus, because if somebody else plays it, it might be hard to deal with.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whereas probably nobody's going to play Hunter's Ambush anyway, including us. It's not a super exciting card.
It is. It's good in green.
Yeah, you need to be really heavy green.
Plate?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Radiant Fountain. No, I'm kidding. Not worth it. Brawler's Plate. Now we just need to pick up some solar effects.
I was gonna say double and soul.
And then go hard into blue. And we can solar grind clock.
Oh, look
Well,
at
you're
that.
gonna have
It'll
an
all be worth it.
ornithopter.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a thing. And a mountain. It's a
Wow.
sign. It's a sign we should go red.
Isn't it just?
5 color bad cards. That's what I call this archetype.
Is it viable? I think so.
Oh, that's bad.
Probably bad. We're not really blue either, so.
Not at all. But
Typhoid rats?
they're good.
What about
Blue.
stab
Cursed
wound?
Spirit? Stab wound? There's a lot of black cards.
Cursed
Stab wound.
spirit.
Stab
don't
wound is a
you need
victory
creatures?
condition.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Also, there's a
Don't
Cursed
you need
Spirit.
creatures?
Cursed Spirit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I like stab wound. It's great.
I feel like
but-
stab wound, it's an uncommon as opposed to a common.
Sure.
That's what I
It,
was
like,
thinking.
You know, it can also be removal, which is kind of what we want with this grindy deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like Typhoid Rats too. It's too bad we can't take Stab Wound, and Cursed Spirit, and Typhoid Rats. That'd be nice.
Some of that might come back.
Might.
Wall of Mulch is also not bad.
Yeah. Pretty reasonable. I mean, it's basically a 3-mana cycle. Prevent some damage.
I'm surprised that there's no blue-green deck that uses this as a thing
Yeah.
yet.
They could, like, sack their Caryatids to draw a card when they don't need the mana. That'd be alright.
How about Yisan?
Ooh. Is it doing a lot of things in our deck? I mean, we're gonna need to start picking up more creatures. Either way, we need more creatures, but
Could still get that Raise the Alarm. Or a Razorfoot Griffin. Or a Reclamation Sage. Because Lord knows we don't want it used on our grind clock.
That's what it's come to.
I feel
It's
like
like
Yisan is
yeah.
probably...
we just need to start looking at our curve because, like, the thing with like, you don't want to whiff on Yisan. It really sucks if you waste a turn just to put a counter on her and you literally have nothing in your deck with that CMC to pick up. Like, it's never a great feeling.
Pretty sure that's a guy.
Huh? Well, whatever. It's a feminine name, so. But yeah, you get my point.
I do.
You want to try and have at least a couple of creatures in each slot of your curve.
Well, Swiftclaw is pretty good, but I don't think we're really in white. We seem to
No.
be black-green at the moment.
Pretty much.
Shaman of Spring, the second one. Black Cat.
No, it's a bad card.
Yeah, it's a 2-drop.
Yeah.
And do you really want to give it to the guy who picked up Waste Not?
Probably nobody's playing Waste Not. Somebody probably rare drafted it for standard or something.
Yeah.
Shaman, I think. It's probably decent.
Second Sign in Blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sacred Armory.
No. Why?
To make
I think
our bad
Shaman.
creatures a little bit better.
I think Shaman. It's okay. It draws us a card.
You
It's all
realize that
Gets us closer to
Ooh.
grind clock. What does that do? I've never seen that card like
I've-
win a game.
I've seen it work, and it's a 1-drop creature.
That's true. Alright. I mean, what else is in this pack? A spider? Which is pretty
The
good.
Spider is also pretty good, I admit.
Yeah, go for the status. Sure. I doubt it's worth anything.
Gather Courage is pretty good. So is Siege Worm. So
Another
is Undergrowth
Scavenger.
Scavenger for us. So is Willforged Golem. Maybe the Siege Worm?
Scavenger probably wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Siege worm.
What do you think,
We're gonna
Tams?
have a hard time.
Creature.
Well, it's a
Okay.
choice between a couple creatures, but
I mean, this...
You already have a scavenging.
Self-mill.
dude.
we do. But it could be disgusting with grind clock is the thing, right? It's all graveyard. So if we fill up our opponent's graveyard and then play a scavenger as like a 10/10 or something. But I think siege worm's okay here.
The problem with Grind Clock is you have to either put a counter on it or
Yeah, I know. I'm
mill
aware.
them.
You get it to like 4, and then you're milling 4 every turn, or 5, and then you're milling 5 every turn. I'm not saying it's quick. We're not going to be winning any fast games with
I
Grind Clock.
like Rotfeaster Maggot.
Yeah, it's obviously combos with Grind Clock. Keeps us alive a bit longer.
Good blocker.
Yeah. Probably best card in the pack in our colors, so. Yep. Not gonna take another Moss Beast. Flesh to Dust, please?
Yes. How is that still there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Black is fairly open, at least from this side.
Yeah. Also looking at the vampire, but no, this is definitely better.
Doesn't beat a Flesh to Dust, yeah.
Ooh.
What does it do? Oh.
You can convoke it,
Yeah.
but you don't want to.
Mana. No, I don't love that card very much.
I like it better than anything else in the pack. I would also run it.
Would you?
Well,
Like,
No.
we're not going wide is the thing.
yeah, it's true.
Like you want that in like green-white tokens and stuff, where you're making a bunch of tokens and can abuse them.
So what? Cut the shrapnel blast? Run the
But,
shrapnel
well, I don't know.
blast?
0 seconds. Just gonna pick for you.
It
got a
picks
Statute of Denial.
That's a terrible card.
So rats or spirit?
Oh, this helps
So
our
we
grind
actually
clock
wield
deck.
rats and spirit. Yeah.
This helps our grind clock.
This
This
gives us another win
actually
con.
gives us damage.
What about our curve? We've already got 3 4-drop creatures. We only have 1 1-drop creature. No, I'm talking about for Yisan. So Siege Worm is a 7-drop for Yisan, but
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I'm thinking rats because it gives us a second 1-drop.
Yeah,
We've
fair
thrown
enough.
one of them. We're not going to whiff off the first Yisan activation. You think so?
I don't know.
Sign in Blood?
We've got one.
Yeah.
Want to run two?
I like Sign in Blood.
All right.
We're going to need card advantage in this deck.
This is black-green a la Garrett,
We
everybody.
could probably cut Ornithopter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see us playing it.
No, definitely not.
You see why I don't play green much? It's because I'm bad at it.
I see that.
I draft all the bad green cards.
Should be around sometime when I draft green. I usually win.
Yeah. Like, we have some decent cards.
I don't like green-black in M15. I
No.
like green-white.
Yeah.
I like green-red a little bit.
Yeah.
We could also run off-color cards if we had to. If we
try and
get
Yisan
the
into
Yisan,
them?
but
Yeah.
that's a bad plan.
Yeah.
Sure. Probably
Yep.
not running it.
Yeah, could happen.
Could, probably not though.
I mean, it pumps up our Undergrow Scavenger.
That's true.
What is that one? Is it when it dies or when it enters?
When it enters.
Yeah.
I'll
Could
toss it
have.
back in for now.
We might need it. I mean, we do have 19 cards here in a whole other pack, but
Yeah.
you never know.
12 of those are creatures. I'm comfortable with the shoddiness of this deck.
Sufficiently shoddy?
It's up to our level of shoddiness.
You know, I've seen worse. I've probably played worse.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And we've still got a whole other pack.
This is kind of what I was expecting from first picking a grind clock,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Well, you know. What are you going to do?
Win.
Yeah. Not with a first pick grind clock, you're not.
Oh, see, there's your problem.
I see our 3-0 run is about to be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to flip it on its head.
Awesome.
Oh, glad we're in a Swiss. Hey, somebody's playing Avison
As a who what?
as an avatar. Avison.
Ah. Let me see.
All right, pack 3, Jace.
Probably. Garrick? Garrick would be okay here.
Garrick would be excellent here.
We've never got the planeswalker, so don't hold your breath.
Garrick and then just like runner flesh to dusts and stab wounds.
I'd be okay
yeah.
with Nisa.
All over the place. Nissa, yeah, she'd be okay
Nissa
She
also.
produces 4/4,
Yep.
so
That's
that's
true.
enough to keep people at bay.
That's a very good point. I would be okay with Liliana.
Yeah.
Liliana is also, just a planeswalker.
Yeah.
Planeswalker would be fine.
Yeah, we're not greedy. Just any one of the on-colored planeswalkers would be just
Herless
Or-
Vault.
We could get that.
fine. I kind of want to go there,
Yeah, it's worth 3 tickets.
Oh.
I'm taking it.
and it works in our deck. Like,
Hey, I guess.
you know, if we just get like a 4-for-1 or something off it, even if we're down to like 2 health, maybe we just recover and then grind clock our opponent out. There's also a scavenger in this pack that
It also
could come back to
exiles
us.
grind clock if we have it out at the same
Well,
time. So.
yeah, we're not gonna do that though. we're
Alright.
gonna play it correctly all the time.
Stormtide Leviathan.
Not in their colors.
Uh,
What's that do? If an opponent lost life, but opponent was kind of bad.
yeah, it is.
Is that
What
not a
else
bear
is
there?
But it combos well with stab wounds.
There's a bear.
What's a bear?
Is that not
We
the
could play the
bear?
Paragon.
Oh, we could play the
There's a
bear.
green Paragon.
Could play the green
Oh.
Paragon.
Paragon's not bad.
What's his activated ability do? Green tap, something gets
trample.
trample.
I actually kind of like this.
Like, do we have any black creatures? We have Raw Feaster Maggot and Typhoid Rats and Crow's Sadist. The rest of our creatures are green so far.
Yeah,
You like what? Feast of the Fallen?
I kind of do.
I don't.
If we had a
I
second
think we're gonna
stab
be
wounds,
way
I'd
more
take it.
defensive. Like, we're not gonna be swinging every turn. Yeah, stab wounds, I guess, is a combo there.
If we had 2 stab wounds, I'd say definitely take that because it'd be
I
interesting.
think the bear's fine here. It's a 2-drop creature, which we only have 1 of at the moment.
That's true.
Another bear. There's another Feast of the Fallen.
Yeah, Titanic
Titanic
Growth, which is
Growth.
familiar.
um,
Which is
what
familiar.
are we looking for? 3-drop creatures.
is pretty good. Like it's not fantastic, but it is a 2/3.
Yeah, it blocks well. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Uh,
There's not much in this pack, so.
well, there's a
Yeah.
bear. There's a Titanic Growth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to keep an eye on the stuff that we're passing, such as the Turn to Frog and the Frostlings,
Oh, yeah.
because we're
Yeah.
probably going to come up against them.
Oh, definitely. Good eye.
Man, if we'd have taken that waste not, we'd have like at least 4 mind routes by now.
Still be a bad deck.
Probably.
Second plummet for the board,
Soft
Or Zoffshade.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah-ish.
There's a
Okay.
forest.
I used to really like
Red
Zoffshade. I had it like be sweet a couple times, and then I've just had it be bad.
You want the forest? The sweet ass
It's
forest.
on color.
Sweet ass forest.
I guess Zoffshade, yeah. We already have 1 plummet, right?
Yeah.
Could easily get another one.
Bronze Sable.
Oh my god. There's
Amazing.
nothing in this pack.
Bronze Sable's not bad.
Necromancer's Assistant? Or Hunter's Ambush?
I would take Bronze Sable over
Either of them?
either of those.
Really?
But I'd be okay with a Hunter's Ambush. I don't want a second Necromancer's Assistant.
No?
No.
What if we just pick up like Runner Undergrowth Scavengers? Just like the rest of this pack. It's just all Undergrowth Scavengers.
I'd still rather be
we
milling
just go
men.
all in graveyard. Yeah. Alright.
Your choice.
I don't like any of these cards really. You can take whatever you want.
Alright.
Hunter's Ambush, I suppose, yeah. Could be good. It's probably something we cut.
Probably.
Like immediately.
Yeah. Chainveil.
That's the Planeswalker one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Titanic Growth maybe?
Yeah.
It's basically removal. Kind of. As long as
Yeah.
we have a creature.
Don't need a second soft shade.
No.
Nightfire Giant.
Oh, yeah, we're not in red though.
We could be. We could splash red for that guy.
We're pretty far away from red. I don't
We've
think
got a
it's- I don't think it's
Lavax, a
worth it.
Frenzied Goblin, and a Crowd's Favor.
None of those are worth splashing.
I think they're all worth splashing with this guy. You don't even need to.
Oh, like Nightfire Giant
Splash.
might be worth splashing just for himself, but I don't think it's worth putting in any of the other red cards.
Living Totem is pretty good.
Like I think like if we take Nightfire, we play him and we run like maybe 2 mountains.
I mean, Necrobite is sort of removal, and
Living Totem.
Living
yeah.
Totem is an okay creature. Nightfire Giant. I'm surprised he's still in the pack.
I am too, but I mean there could be no black-red player, right? Like Fester Glue? Nah, that's pretty bad for us maybe.
Yeah, Leeching Sliver, I think. Maybe
Eh,
Charging
that's
Rhino?
not doing much for us. Maybe Fester for the board in case we run into like a
Maybe.
Triplicate Spirits Raise the Alarm
Charging
deck.
Rhino's not bad
Can't be blocked by more than 2?
by more than 1.
By more than 1. Yeah. He would also be our
5-drop.
second 5-drop creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. We're probably not running Festival, so.
No. Kills
Yeah,
too
that's
much of
right.
our stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not kills, but makes significantly worse.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Now I'm wishing we'd picked up that green Paragon.
Yeah. What did we take over it?
Um,
A bear?
a bear.
That might have been bad. Maybe it'll wheel. Probably not.
Could also take a 6-drop creature.
Yeah. No. I think the scavenger could be disgusting in our deck.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it happen. It'd be pretty awesome. Yeah.
Could cut the ephemeral shields. That's really annoying.
Yeah. Meh.
Alright.
Bear?
Yeah. Not a bad pickup. No. Maybe.
Probably not. I mean, we're not running any of these cards, so
No.
doesn't matter too much. Forest? Oh, a second staff. Let's just go all in staffs.
Let's take this other Necromancer's Assistant
Fair enough.
and then cut it.
Might draw it.
Also cutting it.
Yeah.
Forest, we can run that. Okay.
Okie dokie. We need 5? No, 4 cuts.
4 cuts.
No,
5 cuts.
6
6
cuts.
cuts.
Math skills.
Math, I'm your
Tams.
friend.
Where are you? You're supposed to be doing math.
I think we can cut Brawler's Plate.
Yes.
It's not doing much in our deck. Yeah. What did you cut? Yeah.
We're not getting that. Well,
That's
I don't
true.
know.
It's hard to convoke.
It's not that hard. We've got 18 creatures.
How?
Hmm?
Weird.
Yeah. I
A
don't know
lot of them are 4 drops.
Maybe cut the Zoff-Shade?
Yeah.
Maybe cut one of the Shamans.
I kind of like the Shamans. I think we're going to need to draw cards.
If you're running 2 shamans, do you need 2 Signing Bloods?
No, we cut one of the Signing Blades.
Oh, alright. Well, then.
Maybe cut one of the Crippling Blights?
Yeah. It's not a bonkers card.
I don't know. Maybe the...
Grind Clock?
Cut the Grind Block.
Go away, Tammy.
The voice of reason.
Go all creatures?
Where were you 3 packs ago?
Standing here trying to give you my opinion when you guys were talking over me. You're on
Okay.
your own, guys.
Okay.
No, we're running No! Get out of here. This is the whole point of this deck.
No, you gotta run Grind Clock. You gotta.
We literally can't not run Grind
But
Clock.
look at this deck.
It's not that good.
Okay.
It needs Grind Clock. What are you doing?
Look at this deck.
It doesn't have enough Grind Clocks.
Look at Grind. Come on, you pack one, pick one, Grind Clock.
Okay, alright.
Okay, fine.
I'm putting the Grind Clock back in, but I want you to look at this deck
I was gonna
right
say,
now.
I am willing to not run main deck Grind Clock as long as you're willing to side it in the right matchups. Because anybody who's not aggressive, we can just win with Grind Clock. Like, it does happen.
Okay.
So anybody who's like kind of a slow, grindy deck, if we can play Grind Clock, we can just win.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with
This deck is pretty sweet. Like,
main
I'm not gonna
decking
lie.
it. But look at that curve.
Yeah, this
Look
deck
at
isn't
this
bad.
deck. You want Grind Clock back in?
Probably not. I mean, what do we cut?
What do we cut?
Well, Hunter's Ambush.
Well, yeah.
Hunter's Ambush. There you go.
Fair enough. I was just putting it in to show you the
Yeah.
not...
Like, we're not
Grind
mono
Clock deck.
green. We do have some black creatures. We do have a lot of green creatures.
We do.
That.
Anyway, this is an interesting looking deck, and not as bad as I thought it was going to
The
be.
thing is, like, taking out Grind Clock makes the Undergrowth Scavengers way, way, way worse. Like, they're
That's
not very good unless you're somehow stacking the graveyard.
8-9.
8 black, 9 green. Yeah, Moto's usually right.
Go the other way.
Why?
Because double green by turn 5 isn't going to be hard the other way, and we don't need double
that's
green
gonna
for
be-
this.
Yeah, sure. We'd have Sun and Blood.
Yep. Double
And
black.
One drop black creatures. and-
Yeah.
Alright. Sure.
That actually looks pretty sweet. I'm surprised.
It's a halfway reasonable deck.
I'm amazed.
You might win a game or two.
Listen to that confidence. Do you want to toss in Perilous Vault?
No, we have
I don't.
We have too many creatures.
Yeah,
I don't think it's very good.
yeah, I agree. But it'll be a sweet 3 tickets. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Not a total loss.
I'm going to stop this here, and we'll see how our little deck fares in round 1.